He's a world-class musician. There's probably less than a handful of his caliber on the planet. What makes him even greater is the fact that he doesn't have to prove it to anybody. On this entire record, he steps out one time. The song is Madiba, which is a song really about the grandeur and the complexity about who Nathan is.
So the song Madiba, named after President Nelson Mandela, pays tribute to a man that was one of the most important figures on the planet. And for me, it correlates to my father, who was born in South Africa, my grandparents who were missionaries. It ties us to South Africa in a very musical and rhythmic way. Chris Gero played this song for me about a year ago when we were talking about doing the record. I could hear this bass line. It was this very haunting bass line that stuck with me.
My intention from the beginning was I wanted one song to represent, if you said, this is Nathan East.
When you get it on the floor with the musicians and you have everybody's instincts, David Page was in there, and Tim Carmen, and Jeff Babco again, and Ricky Lawson, and Mike Thompson, we start playing this piece and it starts to go through all these kind of different sections.
Let's just leave that length and then go to that section.
Once we actually captured the track, we just kept building on it. You know, how do you make it better? How do you make it really, really mean something?
And I took it back to Nashville, orchestrated it, put the choir on it, put the live elements to it, and then handed it back to him.
You take your song, you know, and here now you're hearing your song and one idea, now it's going over here, and then that sparks this idea to go over here. Next thing you know, we're on this journey. It's like a story being told.
The track became so much greater than the individuals pulled in separate directions. It represents the best of who he is. It represents all of who he is.
You start with darkness and then all of a sudden it ends in light. Chris has made some brilliant moves on this record, but for me, when I heard what he did to the end of this, we got this journey, this adventure. And what he did was actually he turned a studio recording into a live stadium performance.
It's this really big celebration, and even that, which is an 8-minute long song, is still pretty understated about his ability.
The thing that he had to sort of talk me into doing is actually soloing over it and playing, because I kind of like the track. And I was just saying, no, this track sounds good, I don't want to mess it up. And I'm usually the guy that, you know, no, let me just lay down a nice solid part and then you can do what you want. But this tune is basically a bass solo from start to finish. It's great to have a song that I can call my own anthem, and I will be forever grateful to Chris for coming up with this song.
It's a very proud gift to give to my friend, who has given so much to me and to the world.